Oh, shit.
What is going on, everybody? We are back at it today with the RG476H. This is Anbernic's latest Android handheld, rocking the T820 chipset. And we're going to be taking a look, how does it compare with the 477M? How does it compare with maybe, I don't know, the RP Mini and all the other 4x3 aspect ratio devices in the price category. Now, what's surprising about this handheld is that it's coming in at a pretty sweet price point at around $150 here. Well, right at $150 for the first 72 hours. Then it's going to jump up $15 to $165. Both of those plus shipping, so realize that. Available on Anbernic.com and AliExpress in the description, as always. And here with my co-host today on this live stream is Mr. Rob, the Retro Tech Dad.
Hey, everyone. It's good to be here.
What color did they send you for that one?
I got the black one here.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I had it plugged in. Yeah. Black's pretty nice. It's very elegant looking. Yeah, it's very sleek, you know.
Yeah, it's funny because this is a little bit more of a premium feel. It almost throws me off. I'm like, is this an Aya Neo with the all-glass front?
The all-glass
front's
nice.
Very unique.
Pretty good job with this. I kind of like how they did this. Yeah, the black's nice. I typically don't go for black, and I actually really like this one.
Worked?
Black. Yeah,
Okay.
that's nice. Yeah.
Well, cool. And then we also have Mr. Andrew here. Andrew, hello, sir.
What's up, guys? I'm just here for moral support.
And our technical expert.
Yeah.
And we're going to be taking a look at the device and just diving right in here. Give me one quick second. So this really is the continuation, I believe, of the, what is it, 40XXH, that's right. There's so many names. And
it's so hard to keep track of everything.
So this has the H700, but it reminds me of almost a bigger version of that with more power, more oomph. Now, we saw the T820 chipset before in a few different devices, not only recently in the RG Slide handheld from Anbernic as well, but also in the RG556 and the RG406H.
NV.
NV, right. I think that's most of them.
It's been kind of like all over the place, too. We've seen some with the Dimensity, you know, the more recently, and then the T820, and it's like they're kind of hopping back and forth between those two chipsets.
Yeah. Yeah, right? All right, let's get settled in.
I kind of knew this was going to happen. Just when they said they had a custom 4.7-inch screen, you know, a few months back, I'm like, yep, we're going to see this in a ton of handhelds, and here we are.
Yeah, the T820 just doesn't go away.
I want to see it in a Linux handheld.
That'd
Like
be
I would
cool.
like to see them put that, like make that, but in Linux, like so I can have my custom firmware.
I imagine that's gonna happen at some point. I would like, you know, whatever the successor to the H700 lineup is gonna be. I imagine we're gonna see this screen.
Well, especially after, I mean, if they're gonna do it and make a premium Linux handheld, today's the day to do it. Do it soon after today's announcements.
It's the time to do it. Okay, so if you wanted to see an unboxing for this, we did that on our Monday podcast, and you can kind of take a look and see what our initial, just raw first impressions were as we unboxed the device. That is on our channel, just under the podcast, under live streams there. And as far as taking a look at the specs of this before we dive too deep is, again, it's going to have the T820 chipset. It comes in black, indigo, and retro gray. This has that 4.7-inch LTPS In-Cell display, which is a little bit better IPS as far as crispness and saturation goes, but some say not as much of a lifespan. So there's take some, you lose some on the screen style here. But it is OCA full lamination, multi-touch, 1280 by 960, supporting maximum refresh rate of 120 hertz. And coming in that T820 processor, you're going to be getting a octa-core in there, 1 by A76 at 2.76 gigahertz, 3 at 2.3, and 4 at 2.1. Quad-core Mali-G57, 850 hertz for the GPU. RAM is going to be 8 gigabytes of LPDDR4X. Storage is 128 gigs of UFS 2.2. This is rocking Android 13 as far as the OS goes. And so far, it's been working pretty well in my testing. Wi-Fi and Bluetooth is 2.4 and 5G there for the Wi-Fi, and we're looking up to AC and Bluetooth 5.0 right there. Now, this does do support for Android games and all sorts of emulation. It does up to Switch, and we're going to talk to Rob, and maybe there's even a little bit of PS3, although doubtful. Also, a little bit of Winlator worked for me when I was testing, so we'll take a look at that as well as streaming. And of course, we got to look at decode times, whether Andrew likes it or not. And
Don't come for me every time.
I have to.
It's not necessary. I already got Zoo in the comments coming after me. Now you doing it too? Come on, man.
Well, you know, I'm just paying back. I'm just paying back. High fidelity stereo speakers in this. They're down firing. This has a micro SD card expansion slot up to 2 terabytes, and I have a 2 terabyte of mine, so I can tell you, yes, that does work. 5,000 milliamp hour battery. They say up to 6 hours. Charging 5 volts at 2 amps. 3 hours to fully charge. Has all sorts of fun RGB lighting in the sticks. It's going to be Hall joysticks on those. Gyroscope, vibration, all that good stuff. Comes with a Type-C charging cord in the box. That's about it in the manual. Yep. And we'll take a look at everything
screen
else.
protector. There's no screen protector. You know,
I was looking at that. It almost looks like the screen protector is pre-applied as just that glass front across the front.
Yeah,
I mean, pull that off. It looks like without too much
That's
effort.
kind of why I imagine why
Like
they're not
could.
including one. Yeah.
Like you could probably pry that off. Not that you maybe want to. I'm sure there's glue and residue you might pull up, but
No, don't do that.
I won't do it, but
Don't do anything.
sure it's,
Please
it's
stop.
possible.
Become a developer first.
No. I
Not
become
that
a
again.
developer. But just recapping how we're feeling about the buttons and all that. So, mushy rubber membrane, the face buttons, man, Anbernic really has it dialed in by now on these face buttons. That feels good. Mushy on the D-pad. The D-pad, again, they're continuing to use their style of D-pad that is just kind of the Goldilocks, where it's going to be just enough pivot to where it feels old school and satisfying, but yet it has control to where you're going to be able to accurately go where you need to in your games, move your characters. As far as the sticks goes, yeah, Hall sticks. They're kind of smallish, but they're the same sticks we're seeing across their line. Same that we saw in the 477M, and I believe the 557. No, those might have been even smaller. I think they were.
Yeah, the 557 are band sized.
Now, I believe, and then the smallest here we have on these little ones on the RG slide. All right, coming up to the top there, we have clicky L1 and R1, which let's go do some ASMR. Let's listen to this for you all. Just give me a second. Who's doing the dishes? Okay.
All the time in my house. It never ends.
Okay, let's L1, R1. Very quiet shoulder buttons there, as far as the triggers go anyways. Wish there was some more grit right there, though, and these are it's a little bit tight. Like, it's a little bit, I wish it was just a little bit looser. But the face buttons are going to be quiet there, and there's nothing on the back except for an intake fan and a fan exhaust on the top, volume up and down, up top, power button up top, USB-C on the bottom. There's the micro SD card slot. Now, there were some reviewers who got the pre-production units here, and they're seeing that the SD card is not sitting flush. At least for mine, for this 2 terabyte, it is no problem. Others as well, just not an issue, at least on this unit. Could be a per color thing, could be just certain units came out of the factory with that where this is slightly bulging up, but this one is flush.
Yeah, I'll say that on mine, I don't. Yeah, mine looks flush as well.
Looks flush. Okay.
Yeah.
Love to see a 3.5 headphone out. Having that built-in DAC is really nice. If you've been a follower of us lately, you know we've been getting into the audio side of things more, and that's been a lot of fun. So we're checking that now on these just a little bit more. So other than that, I like the plastic. I like the matte finish on there. That feels really nice. It's just lighter weight and more comfortable for me in hands than the 477M here, which this still feels really good, okay? Like, don't get me wrong there. I almost like the cool touch of the metal as well. But it's just there's that weight difference that will just add a little bit more fatigue, perhaps, on this one over time, a little faster, as well as this has the inline shoulders, which for me, I have this like praying mantis grip that I have to do to hit those, and it's just not super comfortable. The sticks though are good, and everything else works well. But same screen, basically. Oh, and of course, this is going to be more powerful with the Dimensity 8300 in it. So this is definitely more performant than this. You can do more, and yeah, pretty quick and speedy there. You get those rubber bumps on the back. Rob, what have your thoughts been on yours so far?
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. I mean, it's got a nice weight to it. It seems pretty nicely balanced too. I mean, I kind of have like the grip. I kind of agree with you. Like when you start using those analog sticks, it kind of gets kind of a little, you're holding it like this kind of way. But D-pad, face buttons is really nice. Like it feels really cozy this way. I do like the triggers are really good too. Yeah, it's got nice movement there. Sticks are nice. I mean, I don't like the little tiny caps on them, but that could be easily fixed as well. But yeah, no, this feels like a nicely built device. The glass front definitely makes it feel a lot more premium than what we've seen in Anbernic devices in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a lot of complaints with just the build quality and the way it feels.
What do you think about the screen?
Screen's really nice. The screen's definitely very sharp, really nice.
Have you found ways to utilize that 120 hertz panel?
I was trying to think, what was I playing the other day that was hitting 120 frames? There was something I was playing yesterday that was hitting 120 frames per second. I just don't remember what. But there, the problem is like with the T820, we're not going to have enough power to really do that quite a bit. So it's, it's a nicety of the panel, but I don't think the T820 is going to be something that's going to drive 120 frames per second a lot. But I think for things like black frame insertion, that's where it's going to be really nice to have it.
In RetroArch, which is really nice to have. I actually did find a use case, though, for mine, and that's going to be in-game streaming.
I knew you were going to say streaming. I was waiting for that.
It totally works. And because it hits 120 FPS, 120 hertz, that means that we can get that decode time lower than we have on any other T820 chipset. So I notice when I've been doing my testing is when I am in 60 FPS, 60 hertz mode there, it gets almost double the latency on the decode there. And so I'm noticing on at least the T820s with this panel, if you leave it in automatic mode for the screen refresh, you're able to hit, 3.94 millisecond decode time for a T820. That seems kind of crazy to me. I just want to start out with that real quick.
Yeah, that's crazy. I saw some of the numbers in our Discord, and that's nuts that it's getting that low of a latency. That's pretty impressive. I mean, for a Unisoc T820, that's kind of nuts.
Yeah, and here's a look at just some comparison devices. For instance, the Mangmi Air X, which has that Snapdragon, 662 in it? Yes. 11.5 milliseconds. And then you have the Snapdragon 720G, which must be the G Cloud there, 11.5. And then you're seeing, some other options here, the Tensor from Google and Snapdragons and Apple stuff. And you're getting down there in the, 3.54 range, and that's going to be in the green as far as I'm concerned for latency.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, once you're sub 10 milliseconds, I think you're doing pretty well,
Yeah.
Things like the Snapdragon 8 Elite are just like on a whole nother level, honestly. I mean, but that comes with an increase in price, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is pretty nice.
What have you been doing with it, though?
I mostly was just messing around with, Vita 3K. Some Nether, some Dolphin, yeah.
I was having trouble.
I only started with GameHub today, so.
Okay, and I started messing with GameHub almost off the bat because this is the first device I had after we started that chat, and so I just started with this. And I've actually had some pretty good results on indie games with GameHub, which I know people say that the T820 is not great for Winlator stuff, for GameHub, Game Native, Pluvia, all that. But actually, like games like The Messenger and even Silksong, Hollow Knight there, been playing okay. Not 100% all the time, but I would say definitely playable.
When you said you had Silksong running on here, I'm like, okay,
I'll show you.
Now you got me really intrigued.
I will show you, sir. Let's see.
I mean, that's kind of crazy.
So before we look at this, there's going to be one caveat being that, I am streaming on the same network that my computer is going on right now. So we're getting a little bit higher at the 6 millisecond there. But you see it is decoding and rendering the frames 120. Incoming frame rate from the network is 120, and the video stream here is at 120. So it is using the 120, and we're using the HEVC decoder, which does seem to be the lowest latency of the decoder options, AV1, all that stuff. HEVC is the best there. But when I'm not having this YouTube live stream going, we're able to drop that to 3.9, 3.8, and 4. It kind of bounces around between there, which is just pretty crazy. In fact, I hope we don't cause a bunch of compression in the stream right now, but I just want to see. And we're running
Honestly,
Artemis.
6 millisecond average decoding time is incredible.
It's still solid, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty wild for this device.
And this is going to be through Artemis here and through Apollo I have on my other PC. Gunfire Reborn. Now, they have a native Android port you guys keep talking about, and I got to load that on, and I keep streaming it. I keep forgetting to load on the native
honestly
port.
Might be a game that supports 120 frames per second. I don't remember for sure. But what's cool about that game, it actually has a built-in in-game frame counter, which I liked to use in the early days when we didn't have every device, that had a frame counter.
I'll tell you what, though, having 120 FPS in streaming here is just so much more fluid. It's just kind of immediate. Even on this little guy here, it's... the awkwardness for me, though, with the ergonomics of this handheld here is using the sticks for shooters and stuff. It's not my favorite with the placement. It's just, I don't know if it's going to be how wide it is or just where they're putting it, but it can be a little fatiguing with where those buttons are. But I do prefer having these stacked shoulders, which is nice. And it's still pocketable, It's still sleek enough to be pocketable.
Yeah, the analog sticks are definitely the area where probably the weakest part of this in terms of just ergonomics and just holding the device and playing with it.
Yeah. We're gonna go a little out of order today. Let's do some Mud Runner. We'll take a look at GeForce Now latency as well. Again, there's a little overhead because we do have the live stream. So it's the one thing about just doing these tests during the live stream. Andrew, which color are you getting? If you're gonna buy one, which one would you get?
I am torn between the DMG and the GameCube. This year's been my GameCube year, and which is funny because I never owned or I played a GameCube maybe once. I'm gonna pick one up. Yeah, I'm also a Ravens fan, which means purple and black. So it fits.
It fits you overall. Yeah, I think I like the purple the best after at least seeing them. I like the gray here. There is a little bit of the bezel people aren't loving on it. There's like a little thin black bezel around the screen if you want to take a look here.
Yeah, which is funny because I guess on the black one you can't really tell, obviously. So
yeah, it kind of blends in there. Now, this being an IPS is the only thing. If it was an OLED, yeah, who cares if there's a black bezel because it's just going to blend perfectly in there. Like Rob's, even with the IPS, it still looks good. And it gets dim enough where you can play it in bed next to your partner, what have you, and you're not going to be disturbing them because you can get that brightness very low. And this screen gets fairly bright too in the sun. Like it's enough. It's not the best, okay, and it's hard to tell on camera, but it's not going to be as bright as something like the OLED screens, like the AYN Portal and all that. But as far as an IPS, man, it'll work. If you're in direct sunlight, if I remember right, this panel, though, does not play super well.
No, it's not friendly.
It's not friendly, yeah. So I would say more indoor use or on a shaded, overcast day.
Oh, this is weird. I got to see how my mapping is going on here. Look, I can't.
You got to mess with it?
I can't turn right.
Playing some Wave Race 64.
Let me make sure my inputs are correct. It probably didn't go in right.
Michael, black is whack. I think the black looks pretty cool. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's why.
Russ showed off the purple, which I'm like, oh man, I love that purple. I love that purple. It looks good.
Let me start the race over again.
Okay. Good luck, sir. Let me show you all before we get back here. Let's just take a quick look at what the stats are. Let's see. Stats for nerds.
What stats you got? You're getting into stats, Stubbs. What's happening here? What's going on?
I'm learning because this streaming thing is pretty cool.
But you see, like, numbers are important because
numbers are important.
It helps, prove your point, right? It's a way to demonstrate that there's something happening here.
Right. And so it's 4 millisecond ping time there, and it's hitting my local Oregon spot. And there's one of our admins in the Discord, Axron, playing something. I couldn't see that. One issue with GeForce Now is that I can't get the damn controls to translate to the game. I don't know if you've seen this before, Rob, but there's some handhelds.
Oh, are you having that problem with this one specifically?
I've had it with other ones too, where
if you go into the gamepad area, when you do the quick access, you pull down.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to get it to register. Where is it? Scroll over. Yeah. It's the Nintendo Switch mode right there. If you hold on it.
This is what I was messing with, though. Okay. Oh, wait.
Try Xbox mode instead.
Okay, hold on. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, so go to Xbox mode and...
Xbox only button, triggers, both?
Just do both. I usually do both, but yeah, just try both first. Okay, and then hit OK. And now see if it will change anything. You might have
like
to,
me.
Yeah, you might have to
restart
close the game out. Yeah.
Okay, let's redo it.
Yeah, you know what game I use to test that? Dead Cells is usually a pretty good one to test because it has the L2 R2, and when it's not configured correctly because it won't work in that game.
Yeah, right. And yeah, Base Derek. Yeah, so Rob is walking me through the process. Also, Base Derek dropped a video today. And he was talking about some of the testing. He also got like 3.5 or what was it, Derek? 3.9 in your decode time when you were doing some local Artemis Apollo streaming. Impressive numbers.
Yeah, those are the numbers I saw in the Discord, which I was like, that's pretty wild. It shows you how good that combination between Artemis and Apollo is, and they just keep cooking and improving things there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember when I first started testing on the 8 Elite, I was not getting like sub 1 millisecond. It was a little bit more than that.
No.
And you can see that they just have been really focusing on that.
Yeah, so it's still not... Oh, hold on. I'm getting something here.
Oh, what you getting?
Hold the phone. Something's happening. The gyroscope's working.
Oh, man. The turbo mode is a little crazy. Yeah, so I accidentally grabbed the wrong micro SD card, so you'll notice it's 25 frames per second. This is the PAL version. I imagine the NTSC version will be just about the same.
Derek, did you test GeForce Now? I'd like to compare, because so far it's still not accepting inputs. I'm just using the touchscreen buttons now. But the ping is nice. That's not too bad. All right, I'm not going to mess with any more with that. I'm really excited to take a look at the GameHub stuff. That's been a freaking revelation. What?
So I only loaded up one game so far. I haven't had enough time to like mess around with it. When you said you had Silksong running decently, I was like, okay, let me focus in on GameHub a little bit more,
Yeah, let's take a look at that, man. So let's just load up GameHub. Now I have it running in, let's see. Does high mode make a difference for you, Rob? I'm not really telling a difference.
I always leave it on. Yeah, I know. I always leave it on because I just feel like it's fine. Yeah, I'm like.
So, okay, here we go. Launching Silksong. Thank you to whoever in my Steam family bought this game. It just showed up there magically, and I was like, "Oh
Pretty
yes."
sure all
So
of
I have a
except
question
for
about
maybe
that.
you.
How
Yeah.
do you
Thank you.
have family libraries show up on your GameHub? Because it never shows up for me.
Yeah, so what I had to do was search out the game and then mark it as purchased, even though
Okay.
I don't have it purchased, and then it finds it in the library and it says, "Oh,
Okay.
you do have it."
Wow.
Yeah,
Stubbs, damn, that's a great tip.
I've been
Did you
really
have to do
into
that
this.
from the desktop, or can you do it from
No.
that app?
From the handheld. I did it from the handheld. I just
Oh, wow.
you have to go in,
to
search
do
it.
that
Stubbs
now.
is cooking, man. Stubbs
You
is
search
cooking.
you search for it in the store. You say, "I own this game," and then it'll let you download it after that. Because it verifies your license at that point, and it says, "Oh yeah, I guess you can play this."
Somebody said it in chat, but Stubbs is really evolving, and it's terrifying.
There's this.
No,
well,
he's running numbers and making charts. What is happening over here?
Right?
it's because when I get into something, man, I freaking get into
You
it.
do.
know?
You go
Latch.
all the way.
I'll leave Zoo to comment on what you're experiencing.
Rob, that's not appropriate.
I didn't say anything.
I'm also
Anything
getting,
that Zoo has to say is inappropriate.
I'm also getting neurotically into the weeds with these damn MP3 DAP players.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up too. Like, if you need evidence
Yeah.
of Stubbs' proclivity for
Proclivity.
diving down rabbit holes.
That's the first proclivity use on this podcast in 5 years. It's the first proclivity. I like that.
First,
Rob, that's in the dictionary.
Yeah, it's a good word.
It's a good word.
Andrew's dropping some really good vocab right here.
It's true. It's true. I have to embrace my just neurotic brain and just say at some point, you know what? We can use this for good. It doesn't always have to be for random side quests.
hey, Matt Davis.
I mean,
Yeah, so-
to be fair,
Proclivity is better
bulbous
than-
is a banned word.
Excuse me? Actually, this is a little too bright still. Let's get that down.
Yeah, I actually had to dim mine down too
That
because
screen
kind of
is
yeah,
so
This
good, though.
The screen,
It
yeah,
is actually
saturation.
it really is a pretty decent screen. Like I'm kind of like, okay, you know,
It's-
I know it's not OLED, but it's up there for in terms of IPS.
And now by default, it had this super dull color
Man, that's running so
profile
well.
Yeah, out of the
What heck?
box. Yeah.
out of the box. So you got to go into here. Here's how you do this: is you go in here to there. You go into the display, and what was it? Colors and contrast, and I went to the increased contrast option because by default this automatic contrast it defaults to a little bit duller. It's subtle,
And that's
okay?
just-
It's not huge.
That's just
but-
tuning.
And then
Like,
when you go to
that's just tuning
standard,
from the factory.
yeah, so that'll just give it a little pop there. Almost looks like a mini LED. Yeah, it's still too bright. It's too bright for my
So
camera,
what
man.
I was going to say was it you know, I don't want to get
Turned
roasted
out.
too bad, but it reminds me of the Legion Go screen.
Yeah,
Like, it's such a good IPS panel that you don't care that it's not OLED. This is kind of the same feeling for me.
and you can't see there, but we're getting almost 60 FPS in Silksong, 57. So the T820 is not a chipset that people seem to run to try out Winlator stuff. But I don't know any better, and I didn't know any better, and so I figured, like, oh, it'll run on whatever, right? It'll run something. And so I just didn't know any better. And then these things worked, and then Rob's like, that shouldn't work. I'm like, what? So there's some benefit in me, I guess, waiting months and months and months before getting into this stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, when you said you
Game-
had something like Silksong running at almost, you know, it's a pretty playable frame rate. I'm like, this is crazy.
Running on the device, emulating Windows. So crazy. What a wild world. Yeah, the
And
screen is
GameHub,
nice.
they're
And
cooking.
what a great game to display the screen too. Like, look at that. Look at those pixels. And I wonder, we probably couldn't get this. If we tweaked, I wonder if we can get this on 120 FPS. Probably not on this device. Probably not.
No, because there's not
It's
a
not.
whole lot. Well, you can look in the in-game settings, but there's not a whole lot of settings to adjust for Silksong.
And now it's way too dark. So let me show you another game. How do you get out of here? I don't know. I'm just going to close it. So it's just all the more like, Windows handhelds, do we need them? I mean, compatibility is not there yet. Oh, here's a one I haven't tried yet. Let's see right on the fly.
I want the new one that's coming out.
Sonic
Did you guys
Rally
see the
Racing.
commercial for that? Where they were kind of digging at Nintendo, bringing back the old Nintendo, what Sega does, what Nintendo. It's pretty good.
So good. So if it's not going to work, it does that. It crashes halfway through
and
loading.
That's where there's still a level of tweaking, because what happens is they probably don't have a profile set up for the game, so you still got to go in the back end and
so I can mess with it and make it
you
work.
can, yeah. There's a lot of settings to mess with. I mean, it's kind of insane.
So anything
and
you're
that's even
seeing
before you can go into the container too. Like you can change a lot of stuff from.
You can mess with
Yes,
it.
you can go
GameHub.
actually into the desktop and go in and start installing things if you need to. Yep.
Okay. And if you're seeing this working here, everything that applies to this device, okay, is going to apply to the RG slide, same screen, same performance. And the third one being the, is there another one that's 120 that uses this screen that's also a T820?
Uses that screen that's T820? No.
Yeah.
I don't think
no.
so.
Okay.
No, so it's the 477M, the slide.
Did I not launch that? Let's try this again.
The H, yep.
So the Messenger is another one that works well. And I've tried, I don't know, 10 games, and these are the only ones so far that just work right off the bat. So I want to test and find more, because it's so exciting when you do stumble across one. You're like, oh, yes, here we go. Let's freaking go. Like the Messenger here. It's another one of my favorite games.
What's cool for the Messenger, at least, well, even Silksong, is that we also have the Switch versions to always test that if you need to, so there are some other options. And I mean, something like the Messenger should do pretty well with this chip. Like I have like a whole video with the Switch emulation with the T820, and it ran a lot more than I expected it to. So it's like one of those chips that you don't think you're going to get a lot out of it, and then it ends up kind of surprising you when you start testing things.
Okay, so here we go, and we are getting
Messenger is so good. Such a
I've never played that one before.
It's one of it's so good, man.
Very stylized. It's kind of
NES
awesome.
Metroidvania throwback. Just well made, well done. Good soundtrack too. This is one of my favorites to play on the claw.
Is so good.
And we're getting. Let's let it stabilize out there. We are hitting. Yep, we're hitting 60 here. Bouncing around a little bit. 58, 59, 60. And people asking in chat, so this is going to be going for sale tonight. That's September 18th, but at 3 in the morning Pacific at $150 USD.
Don't set an alarm for it. It's not going to sell out. If you actually are interested in one, just wake up the normal time you wake up and pick one up if you're interested in it. Just don't worry about it selling out. Anbernic is very good about that. That's for sure.
It'll be available tomorrow morning or whenever you want to get it.
For sure.
If you want to get this and save money, though, just first 72 hours. That's all there is to worry about.
Yeah, I was going to say earlier, if you guys want to see what the T820 can do, Rob's got too many videos about it.
Yeah, check out Rob's videos, and as well as ours on the channel. We have a lot of T820 videos from Handheld's past, but Rob is really going to be giving you that in-depth spec stuff. Deep dives.
Deeper than Zoo.
Yeah, if you want like the more focused stuff, like if you're looking to see the higher end and see how far we can push the device, definitely check out some of the videos. I got PlayStation 3 running, also surprisingly pretty decent. I mean, again, you're talking about like PSN style games, but hey, more games that we can play on one device, the better.
Yes,
is what
please.
I say.
Does UFO 50 work on GameHub? You know what? That game is so small. Why not? Let's just try that to finish up our GameHub segment.
And you can also show me how to mark a game as old.
Yeah.
That's freaking cool that you figured that out.
Okay, so what you...
Kudos.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Again, I didn't know I was doing anything that no one else was doing. Probably
that's
people
huge.
do that.
That's huge. If I happen to put together a video, Stubbs is getting a lot of credit for that one.
I'm not known as being the technical guy.
Family sharing in the library and stuff like that is a big thing nowadays, obviously, for a lot of people. So, it's just cool
made my
that you
life
can do
easy.
that.
I appreciate it. Okay, where did I go here?
Oh, so who do we have to thank for buying Silksong?
Who do we? I didn't buy it.
I bought it on Switch too.
Well,
and
thank you,
I bought
Amber.
it on GOG and... Okay, I bought it twice. I bought it on GOG and Steam because I didn't remember which one was DRM free.
I forgot
that
it's on GOG.
I had just woken up.
That's nice.
Like, so I was like, I'm just gonna, I'll just do it. I'll have 2 copies. Have the bases covered.
I forgot that the GOG got a release too, which is really nice.
Yeah, because so the nice thing, like specifically for Winlator, because
it's so
you
much
just
easier
download the offline installer,
yeah,
transfer it over, and let it install inside a Winlator, and it's just super easy.
Okay, so this is a really easy one to install. So while we're doing that, let's search for what's another one that. Well, I mean,
light. That's light. That maybe has a good chance of success on.
Not light, but Clear Obscure is one I don't own.
I don't know about that.
I think I have that one.
I think I got it. I mean, I use Andrew's copy.
Yeah, I bought it. If you want another light game,
so
you can always do Parking Garage Rally Circuit.
So here's how you do it, Rob. So once you go in here, you search for the game, Clear Obscure. I do not own it. Get game. It's confused.
Oh.
No. Man.
What?
How did Stubbs do it?
This is different behavior, yeah. Because I also don't own Silksong, but it came up with the thing. I think I had to find it through... I didn't use the search, though. I went through...
That's the thing about GameHub is there's a nuance to it. There is a lot of stuff that's buried that
I scrolled
is very
to
useful.
it. I scrolled down to find it. So let me find another one.
I think I know what you're saying. I'm trying to pull it up on my my 477.
Oh, are you talking about like when there's games that they recommend to like purchase?
Like the featured
whatever?
Games or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. See, that's the thing where it's like so convoluted. It's just kind of.
It's very it was convoluted. But I thought I could get it from the search there. Oh well.
Hey, that's a good
Anyways,
word
you
for
try
you, Stubbs.
Yeah. I use convoluted. Convoluted. Anyways. Yeah, you guys try it. It popped up.
It's kind of wild to me to be able just even to get it to work. That would be so cool.
I didn't consider it not working. I was like, what? But it's in my it's in my family library. Click, click, click. Okay, here we go. Now I can play it.
I have to do it for science. I have to see it happen.
I need to find a game that I don't.
Maybe it's under. Yeah, exactly. I think maybe under Discover is how I found it. Somewhere where I'd see games that I don't own. Right?
I can't find it anywhere. That's why I'm like, how did you figure that out? That's amazing.
Well, problem is I have all these games. Dead Space 3.
So the Dead Space games, maybe, could potentially work. There's a potential for those to work.
There's some jankiness to this app. This is not a perfect experience at all.
No, definitely not.
Temper your expectations, everybody.
It's funny because while Winlator might be a little more intimidating to get set up initially, it's definitely a lot less jank once you have it set up.
I like how it says it has perfect support, so it shows you before you even take the time to install it.
Maybe
that's
not on this device though.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to waste more time, but Rob, yeah.
Sure. No, it's fine. I appreciate it.
It would have been impossible for me to play Silksong because I do not own it, so definitely that works. Also, FM radio. Here we go. We're going to pivot.
That's what everyone's here for.
Pivot. Here you go. Speaker.
Hopefully nothing copyrighted plays. Oh, no. No.
Stubbs.
I feel like
that is pretty cool that it does work. And
I feel like I'm playing Grand Theft Auto right now. Like Stubbs is scrolling through the radio stations.
And there's a music player. Well, what's cool is that you don't need the headphones to make the radio work. Normally on these handhelds, you have to plug in your headphones for the radio antenna. This has one built in. Stand by.
How in the heck did you do this, Stubbs?
Right? How did he figure this out?
Good luck.
Thanks. That's really helpful. Love it.
Freaking Magic Man over here.
There's also a music
This
player.
whole time he's been streaming it from Xbox.
Yeah. I Do I own this?
There was a song on here. It was working earlier.
Was it Hotel California?
No. There's one called like background music. And I was like, okay.
I love that. Love that.
My favorite song.
So much creativity there.
Where was that? Come on.
Oh, we got J Lash in chat.
J Lash, what's up, man?
He wants to know if you can use it as a DAP.
Yeah, you totally
absolutely.
can.
Yeah, absolutely. It's got a 3.5 millimeter built in.
It's got a music app, although I would recommend installing something like Power Amp or FooBar or something else, whatever you might want. I like that desktop background too. This is not the standard one.
I was going to say that's not the standard. Yeah, I like that one though too. That's really cool.
There's been no OTA updates for this yet. I want to show you all speakers.
Mr. Griggs got a point. Anything can be a DAP if you try hard enough.
If you try hard, anything can be a retro handheld if you try hard enough too.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay. Speakers sound really freaking awesome though on this. This is one thing where the shell and the particular setup they have here really lends itself to some nice music coming out of here, especially like pixel tunes, man. That mid-range sounds very sweet. You're getting the tiniest amount of bass, and the treble is clearly defined. So I don't give numbers to things, but the audio experience, as far as this size of a handheld goes, I'd give a solid like 7 out of 10, which is usually I'm at like 5 out of 10, maybe worse.
I love Horizon Chase because it actually scales properly to the display. It's funny because a lot of Android games actually will do that, which is kind of cool.
Stubbs said, I'm Stubbs. Matt Davis says Stubbs. 88.9 FM is the Oregon Public Radio Classical. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I listen to it on TuneIn Radio a lot. Oh, cool. Man, am I at that age now where I'm just going to start listening to classical music just on the daily? I think that's cool.
I've thought about it. I'm close to that age.
It's so relaxing. I get it now. When I was a kid, I was like, boring. What is this? Where's all the craziness? Stop all the downloading. But now, the screaming never stops in my household. All the children and dogs barking and sounds, and I just want to put on some headphones, play some Johann Sebastian Bach, my boy J.S. Bach there, and just chill. I'll be right back.
There you go. Classical music like Nirvana. Yep, that's what's up.
That's right. Yeah, that's classical now in comparison.
Yeah, I guess we are classical at this point.
They're calling it classic rock now. Like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that to us. Our generation, for one thing, we lost like 5 or 6 years to COVID. Okay, so like that doesn't count. That time doesn't count. We need that time back. Our generation was done dirty. Let me tell you, Rob.
Oh yeah. It all kind of went downhill straight out of college.
back when POD was on the radio, and between.
I wonder if producer Sony has that GIF of you as The Rock, because someone says that you're starting to talk in third person like The Rock.
Listen, Stubbs knows what Stubbs likes. Okay, Stubbs likes these speakers.
That's enough of that.
And now we're going to play some more Android games, okay? Some more Andrew games, like Grim Valor.
But why is that an Andrew game?
Mm-hmm.
But why?
Because she has red hair.
What?
Don't make me talk about 4K cameras.
We're not doing this. I'll leave.
We're not going to the city council.
No, Stubbs. No. We're about to get canceled.
Yeah, so the face buttons feel really good when you're playing platformers like this. And if you're going to be playing D-pad and face button centric games, it just feels right like that. As soon as I start adding in the sticks on this bad boy, if it's like FPS stuff where I really need to use that second stick, I'm like, nah, I'm going to put this down. I'm going to pick up something else. Ideally, if you have the budget for it, I'll probably be then picking up for shooters. This is maybe too big, the AYN Odin 2 Portal or the Retroid Pocket 5. Some options. Or, where is it? Where is it? This is my daily Android driver, by the way, that I tend to use just for, getting through games because all my saves are on here. I don't use SyncThing, and I probably should. But Retroid Pocket Flip 2, love it. Let's see if I've gotten a crack yet. Still not yet. I like that.
I really like the DMG color. That's kind of interesting. It really does give me INEO vibes, though. It's kind of funny.
Yes, sir.
It's just a pocket. If you had a bezeled chin, it's a pocket ace.
Hey, I found this is not a heat gun. I called it a heat gun last stream. It's not a heat gun. This is a thermometer, a digital thermometer, and we're going to see. So right now, the other thing is, hold on, before that, ADD, I got to show you the fan sound.
How can you show us the fan sound?
So you know what I
mean. It's great.
So here's on strong. You feel that? Like the ocean breeze hitting your face?
It's funny because I just keep it on auto, and it honestly seems to be just fine.
Yeah, I noticed that it kicked on its own when it needed to.
Oh.
So it's not too loud, but it's about as loud as the 477M, as far as I can tell. And you don't need the fan as much on this on the T820 chipset. Doesn't get as hot. So auto works pretty well. But while we're driving it, we're going to be looking at the temperature. Now let's look at some comparisons before we move on and take a look at Rob's unit to play some more emulation.
I don't want to look at that on stream.
Yeah.
Really, Rob? Nothing? Nothing at all.
Okay.
300 grams. Wow.
300.
Oh, that's a hefty boy.
Yeah, I guess it's a little heavier than I.
It still is heavy. It still is a little bit of weight, but nothing. Look at this though. It's going to be, I think, in the
that's not
364. Yeah. It's not that much more.
That's
number-wise.
The crazy thing about it. Yeah.
But you can feel that difference for sure. Like, and this is still, has a decent amount of weight. Okay, so 302 we said, 364. Here's another DMG color if you want to see those compared side by side. And also, let's see. Let's pull up the 40XXH. 239 grams. 202 grams, nice and lightweight.
That's a very lightweight one. The thing is, it does feel that way though. It does feel kind of cheap.
Well, look at this. We're going up to 379. Hefty. Ming Me Air X, my beloved.
When are we going to get a 4.7 vertical?
Please. 271. Blast from the Past, Retroid Pocket 2S.
Nice.
One of my favorite 4x3 devices, nice and lightweight. The lightest so far, 197.
God,
another.
The 2S was good. Why did they stop selling it? I don't get it.
I don't know. 223 on the Retroid Pocket Mini V2, not a 4x3. We know that. Game Kitty. Oh, GKD Bubble. I love the Bubble. This is like one of my favorite 4x3 devices. I love the Bubble. I still do. It's still one of my favorites, Rob. And my other favorite, Galley Action Pie. Well, I just really do. It's so clacky. These buttons are so damn clacky. I love it. I
am not a fan of that one.
Look at this disc D-pad. No, not a fan. Listen.
No, it's not good.
I have it ready to play even. That's how it was all queued up.
I think you're probably the only person on this planet that still is excited about that thing.
I have two of the red ones. I love it so much. This is the one I haven't set up yet, so I grabbed the wrong one from the other room. Shame on me. and may God have mercy on my soul. Now let's talk about the Heligali as well. This is another 4x3 that really impressed us this year. This is going to be lower powered, mind you, but it does technically, you could play a little bit of GameCube on there. Battery's not charged. Thank God I have a second. I have a second Heligali action. Why? I don't know.
That was exactly my follow-up question. Oh, that's right. That's a unique one too. Yeah.
This has a different screen. Anyways, yeah, this is another one that feels really good and coming in at 229 grams as well. You could make this a super device with something like if video out works this time.
So I tried it myself and I couldn't get the video out to work.
That's what I've been hearing. But Gamma Squeeze asked if anyone had tried this yet. Leads me to believe. Calm down. Oh, no. Oh, God. Go away.
Oh, these.
I want to believe, but the placement of this is just not quite right. And it turns off the power. It hits the power button for one thing. But for two, it looks like video out's just not working on this handheld right now. And they were focusing on releasing... They showed in a video of this handheld working with a add-on display. Did they not?
Yeah, they did. I bet there'll be an OTA before it starts showing up for consumers.
So, yeah, because they're showing it off in their promotional videos of using a second screen. So it tells me that they are releasing their own add-on second screen or a built-in device of some sort. And, yeah, so more to come on that. So the Retroid dual screen right now is a no. Maybe soon will be a yes. As far as like size comparisons goes, you don't get like a bump out at all, but you trade that off for having that pocketability. Mm-hmm. Here is the RG Cube XX. And a real competitor or a real similar handheld around the same price point. Well, a little bit more, I guess. Going to be the Retroid Pocket Mini V2. And kind of a look there. This is definitely lighter weight, and you get an OLED screen in there. RP2S. Flip 2. Surprisingly, it's keeping almost the same profile as far as the thickness goes as the 40... God, we'll never remember this. 440XXH, yes.
There's too many letters and numbers.
There's so many. Many. Okay.
So this is probably not the best example, but yeah, let me look.
Let's look at yours. Yeah, let's switch over to Rob's for a while.
This is kind of crazy.
What do you got for me?
This comparison right here. It's just not it's not much bigger than the Retroid Pocket Mini, but I mean, man, the screen size is like whoa, kind of wild. Yeah, the funny thing is that this one's pretty comfy, honestly. But yeah. And I even have the black one here.
I love that Saturn look on the RP Mini.
It's such a good look. But
yeah.
Yeah. I was actually testing some Vita 3K.
Let's look. So let's move on to our emulation segment and do some summary, and then we're going to get out of here, everybody. But this is the part where we can take on some requests. So if you have any particular games, if we have them in our library, we can maybe start to take a look at that. So feel free to give us your game requests for whatever system you think might play on this, and we'll start to, producer Sony will star them for us so we can get to as many as we can.
Yeah, Vita 3K has been pretty interesting to experiment with. I will say that I was messing with the ZX version, which I guess is like a fork.
Yeah,
and it's a more updated, like a more recent fork.
And that one just does not like this device at all. It has all sorts of like weird graphical glitches and whatnot. So I would just use the last main line of it from last year, and it seems to be a much better option. But yeah, like once the shaders compile, like this is pretty solid. Like this is actually 30 frames per second. It's the full speed for the game.
Nice. Yeah, it's very fluid.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice. It's a nice step up from just the usual PSP versions that we usually play, So,
are you using the spin-off Vita? What was it?
No.
12.5.
No, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, no, don't use that version with this device. It introduces a lot of issues with the graphics and just other stuff.
That explains everything. Thank you. That explains a lot.
Hey, I'm here to teach you. You're here to teach me. So we're just teaching each other stuff,
Yeah, I got the games to work, but the UI is all janked up. It was a mess.
I mean, Vita 3K on its own is already pretty janky, but
no, I usually have a good time with it on these. But it's good to know that version.
I mean, to me, this is awesome. Okay. Wipeout 2048 on here. Like, I mean, I love this game. So to me, just to have this is freaking cool. Yeah, I mean, and a lot of people don't think about these platforms, but it's kind of interesting to see some of these games running. I mean, it's kind of wild to me. We really are living in a golden time for retro handhelds, just being able to do so much with them.
I have a question.
It's gonna get better.
Oh yeah, it's just gonna keep getting better.
I have a serious question. Maybe if Jay Lash is here, he can help me answer this. For Game of the Week in our Discord server, we're playing Alien Hominid.
I saw that. That's your game right there, man.
Which I love that game. Well, Russ really got me into it. I inherited that because he was always just so into it. So I started playing it eventually, and I was like, oh, this is a sweet game. I've never beaten it. And so it's the Game of the Week. But can I play the GameCube version, or does it have to be the Game Boy Advance version? Or can it be like any version? Because they're all basically the same.
The listing in the Discord, in that channel, is GameCube. Because that's the one I've been playing.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say any of the versions should be fine.
Okay, let's look at GameCube then. I got that up on my screen.
I'm pretty sure I have Alien Hominid as well. I think I even might have the PS2 version, so we can compare performance between the two.
I didn't know there was a PS2 version.
Yep. Yeah, there's the PS2 Game Boy Advance, and then there's the remastered ports, which are the more recent ones.
The
Game Boy Advance port is actually quite impressive. It's kind of cool how they pull that off.
It is a pain in the butt, let me tell you.
All right.
Oh, it's such a hard game. I'm terrible at it.
Yeah, who comes up with these, like, with the time to beat or how long to beat? Who comes up with that nonsense?
The people on the how long to beat.
Zoo.
I submit my times. I submit my times to that website, and it averages
them
out.
2 hours.
Yeah. Well,
maybe I just suck at games.
No, I suck at games more.
No, Silk Song is definitely showing me how terrible I am at video games. Period.
Oh yeah, I'm awful at that game
just
too.
Like, I'm up to the 5th boss, I want to say, and it's just like I can't. I don't understand. I go on YouTube. I watch this person beat it first time they've ever seen the boss, first shot. It's like, how?
Wow.
It's just like there's no way.
But if I get in a Call of Duty swing, like if I get addicted like I was last year,
I just bit that guy's head off.
I could probably play ranked.
So Call of Duty, like especially like Warzone, I'm like, yeah, see, this is my jam. No. I can do this.
I don't play Warzone.
Well, see, that's my jam. It reminds me of the older Call of Duties, like Modern Warfare, when it first dropped. I'm like, oh man, it's so good.
No,
so I do actually have
the whole Fortnite stuff. The whole Fortnite idea.
No, I don't play that mode. I play the 6v6 mode, which is what's that mode called in Warzone? I forgot.
Not X.
I don't like the battle royale stuff.
There we go.
I can't stand that stuff.
I mean, obviously we're old, right? Like that's totally not our generation of gaming.
I just play for fun. I play games.
Stuck.
I play games for fun, so I don't know, but I'm not great. Never have been. There's certain games though I'm pretty damn good in. Twisted Metal 2, Tomb Raider.
Call of Duty's like that. It's a dopamine hit, but it also, like, depending upon like my day, it can be relaxing. As counterintuitive as that sounds.
When I was younger and my hands had like 3 millisecond decode time, I was pretty good at Counter-Strike.
Oh my god!
But now, not so much.
3 millisecond decode time for your hands.
Now it takes a little bit longer to translate to my brain.
I think that's what's happening there. There's a little bit of a lag between what I'm seeing on the screen and my fingers.
Yeah. And I'm younger than both of y'all, but I feel that.
Yeah, but see, you got a youngin, so they wear you down. My kids are older, but they're just
they already did their wearing down. It's just
they're annoying in a different way.
Oh,
yeah. And then on top of that, we've got Ban and Stubbs to deal with.
Right. Ban, who's constantly reminding me how old I am.
there were grenades.
Oh,
at
he
this,
relishes it
at this
all
bastard.
the time.
So I have good news. The PS2 version seems to be running.
Let's see if Rob's
well.
better. Oh, PS2 version, right?
Yeah, so I got the PS2 version. I forgot the reason why a lot of people don't know about the PS2 version is I think it was only released in PAL territories, so it never got a US or North America release. So that's probably why.
J Lash is flexing over here. He says he beat it in 49 minutes.
He probably one run it. Like he's turning into like a shmup guy. One credit kind of thing.
We get those experts in our Discord who just master Game of the Month. And everything
crazy.
related to it, and they're just so good. I don't even try to compete anymore.
It's funny because like the thing that's going to come up after this part. I know his patterns, I know what he's going to do, and yet somehow I still manage to fail at it every single time. It's kind of impressive.
Yeah, I have a lot of excuses too, Rob.
Perfect response.
One of them being that when we're filming live like this, I'm kind of
stretching.
It's
just so much pressure too.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm stretching my arms in a funny angle to get it centered on this camera. Sure, I can move my chair and maybe get a longer mic stand, but that's a lot of work. So I just every live stream just bend my body to just unnatural contortions.
I'm doing much better than I usually do here.
You're doing great.
Yeah, no, I'm like, oh wait, I told you, like I know his patterns, but like there are times where.
How are you doing the turbo mode? How are you doing the turbo mode?
What turbo mode? What are you talking about? I'm not cheating.
You're doing turbo mode.
Oh, look at me.
I was doing single. Oh, you're just pushing that fast.
I'm just yeah. See, I don't got that much
whatever.
lag. I'm all right.
I play the Game Boy Advance version, and I feel like a god because I can use that built-in turbo mode that they have mapped to like the.
I mean, this game is just a blast, though. I love it. Even though I'm terrible at it, it's still fun. Like the trick to this is like just constantly shooting, moving, and moving. Like that's what you got to do. Yep.
Right.
It's run and gun. That's all it is.
Well, let's move on to some more emulation requests here. We got some things loaded up. Well, while you're on PS2, do you have Sly Cooper 2 or 3 in there?
Yes, and I'm gonna say those are probably not gonna be so great, honestly.
Well, if you're running PS2, you're running Nether SX2 3668 version 2?
So I'm using Classic, which is 3668. So yeah, so that's the one I have. What do you have loaded up?
I have also 3668 because this chipset, if I recall, works best with it, and you need Vulkan, and you're going to be playing at 1.5 to 2x usually, right?
I have the first Sly Cooper, so I have Sly Raccoon, as it's known in Europe.
Let me see if I got it.
Yeah, I'll load this up though too. Just why not?
Do it.
Yeah, CJ said push faster. The trick with the game, you got to move fast. You got to move fast through the levels.
What the heck, man? I also only have the first Sly Cooper. I can't believe this.
I literally just grabbed one of my 1 terabyte cards I had, and I'm like, oh, wait, this is the one that has all the PAL ROMs, so this is for my underpowered devices.
Well, this still goes out to Go Tanks.
Hey, Sly Cooper's great. It's a great franchise, honestly. I'd love to see a new one. Like, bring it back, What's going on with Sony? They're just kind of like,
hey, they
forgot about some of the games,
They just released a remaster of the trilogy, didn't they, for PS5? Like, they did it for PS3, I know that. Didn't they do it again?
Well, but isn't that just the
It's still the same old... Well, yeah. It's
it's
the same old thing, but now it's in 8K or something. I don't know.
So this is looking pretty good so far, but there are some areas that are, like, very obvious.
Well, you're getting...
I'm getting solid 50 right now, so
50. Yeah,
that's pretty good. And this is an area right here already, like you can usually tell, like just from the start, it could be pretty slow.
Do you have Ratchet and Clank?
I might actually, yes. Let me see. If you guys want me to check that out instead of this one, I'm down to do that.
No, keep going. I'll see if I have it. What's cool with this, we can ping pong a little bit.
Yes. I always forget that we can kind of just do that.
Yeah, I have all the Ratchet and Clanks. So just the first one, Lisa, right? We can stay on Rob until I have it loaded up.
Hey, Chicken McNugget, you should just, throw some games in there. You never know. We might have some more stuff.
Yeah.
I've covered a lot of obscure stuff just on my channel, so I always try to find like kind of interesting games to play.
Me too. Yeah, there's one in particular.
Yeah, this is pretty good so far. This is not bad.
Can't wait to show you.
I mean, it's got some dips, but let me see if I'm in Nope, I'm actually not in high mode right now. I don't know for sure if it does a lot. I have to actually run the Geekbench. It's kind of weird.
Are you running with the standard settings for Nether, or are you running the?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just did the safe optimal settings. I didn't do the unsafe ones.
I'm running unsafe right now.
Okay. That's fine though too.
It's what I do for this chipset usually, because I can get more resolution. Imperceivable to me, I don't see.
I mean, it is underpowered, so it's like
it seems like it's one that's, yeah. Well, I just wonder if that's why you're getting worse times or whatever.
Maybe I mean, this is
try that, but it looks good so far.
Yeah, this is pretty good. Let me turn up the brightness just a little bit.
Okay. And Sony, I have the Ratchet and Clank up. That looks nice.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out where I go. I forgot.
Well, just switch to an FMV. Okay. Come on. Okay.
It's so hard to play from this angle. I can't see where the hell I'm going.
I know. I just made a goat sound. So I'm running at 2x.
Don't ask questions.
I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I feel the same way right now because I literally don't know where the hell to go.
So this is not fluid. This looks like ass. We're gonna.
Oh yeah, Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, Ratchet and Clank's a good test too. Oh, I gotta go back here. That's why. I completely missed the water tower that was right in front of my face.
So if I want to switch it out of the unsafe, go back to regular. I just switch these both to 100, right? The EE cycle rate.
There might be some other settings that get changed. I don't remember, but you can go and just set it to safe from general, I believe.
Oh, really?
There we go.
Learning things. Where is that?
I didn't cuss. I did not cuss. You didn't hear that.
That's one.
You did not hear that. You did not hear that.
That's what I'm here for. I'm the cussing police.
He's marking it down.
Yep. Checking my list.
Checking it twice, trying to see if Band's been naughty or nice.
Yeah.
That already.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say like.
Okay, so I think I have it normalized now.
Hey, I did it.
Good job, man. Let me retry that.
Proud of you.
So good.
Yeah, I mean,
so far so good.
Yeah, I was gonna say so far this is pretty solid.
So far in the 10-second intro of the game.
Yeah, but the funny oh crap. The funny thing is like a lot of times you'll know just from the start. Like there's some games that you just know and it's like
right there.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if this is more fluid now.
Yeah, so Sly Cooper 1 is running pretty well here. Like this is pretty solid. I'm not getting much in the way of frame dips.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty nice.
That looks pretty smooth.
Yep. Now I know that there's some scenes that are going to be coming up that are going to potentially test this, so we'll see. I mean, here you go. I got a frame dip right there, so it's just. But there's
even if we do get great results right out the gate, there's going to be parts in the game where we haven't tested. Obviously, we haven't played through enough.
Of course.
So I would never take any reviewers if we're showing you the first minute or two of the game. Like that's not a full representation of what the game's going to give you by any means. But it's sort of like, of
course not.
It's sort of like that's what we're able to do in the time we have. The other option we have is really we should be starting to get save files going, load up those save files so we can go straight to the parts of games where we know that there's known slowdowns. And maybe we'll keep evolving and get to that point. Right now, we haven't had a ton of time for it, but okay. So now it's running definitely better. Yes, now it is fluid. So that was the issue. Yeah, and that's the
thing. Sometimes the underclocks and all that will actually mess with how the game runs.
It does. So you don't always the frame want pacing.
That. Yeah, I mean, so you definitely don't always want that. That's why I like to start with just the optimal safe and then kind of go from there and see where we are.
So we're on optimal safe now, and we are on 2x Vulkan, and we're looking good so far. Thank you for your suggestion. Matt Davis. Okay, I know I have this. I permanently have it in my collection for Matt Davis.
Which game?
Rally.
WRC, yeah.
Let's try it out.
It's funny because I always make sure that anytime I put a video together that I have at least one racing game just for Matt Davis.
Matt,
yeah,
are you?
I'm a racing game stan too. I'm sorry.
Matt, are you in Oregon? What's your geolocation? Leave your coordinates in chat. Just kidding.
That escalated really quick.
That's not creepy at all, you know.
No. But it's cool you're in Oregon. There's a few of us in Oregon. The Go Tanks.
There are dozens of you.
Yeah, there's a few of us who live out here. You're in Kentucky. Well, why are you listening to Oregon radio? That's
maybe he just likes
better
classical music. And
yeah.
maybe are we well known? Are we well known for our classical station?
You're well known.
You guys
by
are
Matt
well
Davis
known for
it.
some other things, but
That's
sure.
cool.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
cool with it.
It makes a lot of sense when you find out that Stubbs is from that area.
We just don't have a lot of vitamin D flowing here. It causes a lot of mental conditions for me and many of the population.
Amazing.
I can't.
You got
We're gonna have to have an After Dark episode at some point.
What isn't like about me? I'm gonna be period.
Hey, so this is a part of the game that can be pretty tough for Sly Cooper, but it's holding on. It's holding on
For dear life.
Yeah, it's working all right.
Did you know if you are going too fast into a bend, you will understeer and lose response? Ease off the accelerator to stop it. Rally of Turkey.
Yeah, so pretty good for the intro segment of Sly Cooper. It's not bad. Yeah, and that 4:3 screen is nice for PS2 content, you know.
Yeah.
I wish we had a little bit more power just because, I mean, again, it's such a nice screen. But I guess the 477M exists if that's what
Man, the
you're looking
graphics
for,
look good on here. It's running slow though, so let me drop it. Let me drop it down to. Let's be safe.
Something
just go
just
straight. What?
Nothing.
Thank you. Let's go straight to 1x, and there we go. Now we're good. So let's bump that up to 1.5. 1.5. That's our compromise here. Yo. I like these rally games. I'm pretty bad at them, but I like them because they tell me what I need to do next, and then I don't listen to it at all, and I just go off a cliff.
Sounds about right.
That's the problem.
You need to play some Sega Rally where they like really shout it at you.
Like, hey, take a left now. Now. Do it now.
It's my money and I need it now.
And I need it now. Called JG Wentworth. We're not sponsored by JG Wentworth. We are about to be sponsored by AliExpress. We're going to be doing unboxings as a sponsor, which is crazy.
It is wild, genuinely.
Which is really wild because we just decided to part ways with our sponsor, Factor. As much as I love their TV dinners, nobody else does. So
I think Bob Wolf is the one that made all the sales for that one. So
he already has all the customers. Yeah, no, it wasn't the right fit. That's all. So I said, hey, can I pick out like the weirdest and craziest and most interesting things to show the audience? They're like, yeah, you pick it and we'll send it and then I'll unbox it for you all. Okay, it's gonna get weird. So.
Dude, I don't
craziest
care.
handhelds.
It's just cool. It's just cool to see.
It's gonna go weird.
And the cool thing is, it's $150, right, for the early bird.
Yeah. So for this, $150 early bird, $165 after 72 hours.
But the thing that's nice about that is that the 11/11 sale, just in the future, I can see this device, going under 150 at some point. So that kind of becomes a little more interesting.
It does become interesting. I like the price point. But Rob, do you want to pull up Skies of Arcadia? Do you have that?
Oh, I'm actually trying to load up Eternal Darkness right now. I saw that on our list of starred.
Okay, let's switch over to Rob then. Eternal Darkness time on GameCube. We're looking at GameCube games now.
You might want to switch back to yours.
Nope.
We got some time.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it's cutscene time, but the cutscene runs. It's running pretty well.
All right. Well, I've already shown a few different PS2, so
yeah.
Switch? Should I do Switch? I
Yeah,
mean, secret console. What do people call it? Do you think Citron or Eden is better? So I have the latest version of both Citron and Eden on here. The Play Store version.
They're both pretty solid. Like they both offer different things.
Okay.
That's funny. I forgot about that reference.
Which offers performance?
I would go with Eden right now. I would try out Eden.
Yeah, because Citron was like recoded from the ground up or something. Andrew was saying.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, just if you're looking at like on screen, I forgot just how much it can run. It's kind of crazy.
Well,
yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, Blasphemous has an Android port now. It's funny how times have changed. I still can't believe that we're revisiting the T820. It's kind of interesting to show you how like some of these things have legs. You know,
they do. Yeah, we're getting more optimizations, and the chipset can do more than it could a couple of years back when we had the RG556 come out. They've been cooking. God, Rob, you got some of the nicest freaking footage.
Thank you, sir.
I want those wireframes, please.
Oh, the blueprints? Yeah, those are
yeah,
awesome.
Man, those are, yeah.
And I got Cuphead over here on Eden.
Geometry Wars. Love that game.
Stop watching your video, Rob.
I know. I'm trying. Some of these games I love. They're great games.
It's getting warm with the Switch emulation, so let's take a baseline at 75 degrees in my room.
And I will say that intro-wise so far, in-game intro for Eternal Darkness is at full speed right now. I mean, again, I have the PAL ROMs. I just grabbed the raw memory card, but yeah, so far, pretty good.
So we're at 92 on the back. The screen is where it gets pretty hot, so yeah, about 92 as well. So overall, I mean, not bad. 95 at the hottest part where the CPU is at.
It's not.
It's not too bad.
It's really not that hot, honestly. Like
and the fan hasn't kicked on yet either.
I'd say it's barely warm, honestly. Like, I mean, this is not bad at all.
Europe's going to be upset. Or Celsius, 31.
You got to always use Celsius, always.
24 degrees Celsius, 33 Celsius. Who else uses Celsius?
The entire world.
Okay. 35 degrees across the screen. The hottest point's going to be right about here-ish, maybe 35. Yeah. Anyways, not too shabby.
But you got Cuphead, nice.
Yes, I'll pull up Eternal Darkness in one quick second there, Renee Rosa. Have you ever met Renee Russo? Any relation? She was in, what was that movie? Mel Gibson?
Yeah, Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
Was that Mel Gibson?
That makes me think of Always Sunny. I just watched an episode.
Stop it.
Danny...
Where they make their own version of it.
Danny Glover? Is that Danny Glover, right?
Danny Glover, yes.
I have a funny
Mel
story
Gibson, Danny Glover, yeah. It's good movies.
Funny story about Danny Glover. My friend Kyle, Rip Kyle, was working at a bagel place, like Einstein Bagels, back in like 2003. And Danny Glover just wanders in. And he's like, I need some hash browns. And he's like,
give me your hash browns.
My friend's like, we sell bagels here, you know? He's like, where do I get some hash browns? And he explained, like, oh, go here. He's like, oh, thanks. He just walked out. So that was not really a story so much as Danny Glover walked in and asked for hash browns. But still, I appreciate that. So I remember him coming back home that day from work. We were roommates at the time. Why am I in the training area? How do I get out of here?
Because you're too worried about your Danny Glover story.
Yeah. Let me exit to map. Anyways, I remember him coming home and being like, hey, guess what happened? I was like, no way. Really? Danny Glover? He's like, yeah, Danny Glover. All right. That's my story about Danny Glover. That's not my story. Let's Getting a little chunky here. Anyone else met Danny Glover at a breakfast location? Let me know in chat.
I met Mel Kiper when I worked for Panera. For any sports fans out there.
I've only met Luis from Sesame Street.
What?
Well,
now you're just talking crazy.
When I was a kid, and it was so exciting for me. Yeah, I was walking in the park. Oh, no. Okay, anyways. What's important here is the frame rate. FPS.
Man, it's kind of crazy how good Eternal Darkness looks on this screen. Even at a just native resolution, I'm like, man, this is kind of wild.
Who else?
Where do I go here?
I live in Portland, so I guess we filmed some shows here. There was
Portlandia.
Portlandia, the werewolf one.
Do people from Portland hate Portlandia?
It was cool for the first season or two. I thought it was pretty funny. Like, it was good. Jeff definitely painted some broad strokes and took some licenses with Portland culture, but we're not all like that. But it was like 70% dialed in. Yeah.
Oh.
Especially if you go to like North Portland, you're going to see a lot more of that show just living life.
Yeah, I enjoyed it until towards like the second season and beyond is when I started to lose it.
See, I live in the tech center of Portland, like in the outskirts and the suburbs. And so everybody out here, we're nerds. We're not as cool, but we definitely have a really cool Best Buy. And that's all I really care about.
An interesting flex.
So
yeah, okay, Rob, is it really after CES?
No, that's true. That's true.
I don't think it's a flex. I've never seen a man so excited to go to Best Buy before.
But he was particularly excited.
And it wasn't. He was genuine
because he got to go with his friends, though. He said he's never been able.
I've never been with my friends to Best Buy, and that was so fun.
We rolled up as a squad up in there.
We did, and I think had a beer or two.
Well, Stubbs or Zoo was doing something in the corner.
Mike and his broken Ioneo.
He brought like a chelada or something. Like, I don't know what it was, like a tomato drink, like a Budweiser tomato drink.
Let's see what I got here.
I don't know what he was drinking. We went into Best Buy and started causing problems.
Mike had that slide for less than 5 minutes and he broke it.
Yeah, he did.
That was impressive.
ETA Prime gave Team
Retro. It was Russ.
Nope,
Russ gave him.
Yes, it was Russ.
A slide. The Anbernic slide. No, sorry, the Ioneo slide. Yeah.
No, and the Anbernic slide didn't exist yet.
I thought he broke the handheld that ETA gave him too.
No,
he probably did.
He gave away the Legion Go that he won.
No, he didn't give it away. He sold it to Blind Bobby. Yeah.
Well, here I am on this whole time.
He's no longer with us.
Oh, rip Blind Bobby. Does he go by that? Is that his name, or is that just something you guys call him?
I think you started calling him that.
Did I call him?
Yeah, you definitely. I thought it was a thing though, so I just went with it.
You started? No, it's not.
No, you started it.
I don't remember that.
So basically, we shouldn't be going with things that Stubbs, starts.
You went with it too, Rob. Don't leave me out there.
That's true. I just called them it right now, so yeah, that's fair.
Thanks, Renee Rosa.
Yeah.
The Beautiful Joe.
I love Beautiful Joe. There's just some games I just love coming back to.
We release these live streams as audio episodes on our streaming, audio services and for podcasts. And so this will be an interesting one to listen back to. But we're now testing Beautiful Joe.
Yep.
And then Skies of Arcadia. Do we have that one?
I will check if I have that. I don't know.
Since I don't see any 3DS in here, I think I need to play a particular game.
I might have some 3DS. I will check that as well.
All right, let's take a look at 3DS on my screen here.
Oh, do you have some 3DS on yours?
Oh, yeah, I do, Rob.
Oh, let me skip this.
Here we go. You guys ready? 3, 2.
Oh, not
1.
this game. No, Stubbs.
Oh no. Stubbs, please don't do this. God damn it. Oh my god. I don't understand why it makes me laugh every time.
Because it's so Stubbs. That's why.
It's true.
It's like, of course, this is the one game he managed to find out of the entire library of 3DS games.
It just kills me.
It's incredible. It's like,
how? If there's a chance I'm being on the live stream, he's got it loaded up.
Yeah, it's like Aardvark.
Oh no, that's for his pleasure. Stubbs Vark.
Yeah, 3DS.
So I don't have Skies of Arcadia, fortunately, on either Dreamcast or on GameCube.
I think I have Skies of Arcadia.
Okay. In the meantime, let me see if I can get 3DS going.
All right.
I think I have some 3DS games, so let me get it set up real quick.
Now, if you're wondering about this handheld that we've been rambling about, somewhat about the handheld, other things as well, but if you're into the handheld, RG476H launches tonight. It is $15 off for the first 3 days. If you're interested, it will not sell out. Don't set an alarm or anything. Don't worry about it. It'll be here, I am sure. 165 is what it jumps up to afterwards, though. Even still, it can be worth it to wait for more reviews and just kind of get a collective opinion on this before you order. Yeah.
Yep, always.
Having said that, this is one of their better, I would say, horizontal 4x3 handhelds. Like, probably the best iteration so far. Taking everything they learned, they put it into the 406H with its very tall sticks, taking that to the 477M with its design language, and then bringing both of those things together with the budget price point, well, budget-ish, by lowering the chipset to the T820, and we're seeing that all come together here in the RG476H with a 120 hertz screen, 8 gigabytes of RAM, and 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Hey, and here's Skies of Arcadia for GameCube. We are looking at, this is a 30 FPS game, and we're looking at 30 FPS. This is the North American NTSC ROM. And we are at 2x in the the Play Store version of Dolphin. This is what we're running here.
Yeah, that's honestly my favorite version at this point. I don't typically go back to like MMJR and other builds. I mean, very rarely do I.
Oh, it's getting toasty. I'm gonna do another little. Still not hitting above 35. All right. This is one that takes a while to get through that, so we're just going to stop it early. Sorry about that. But thank you for the suggestion there. Final Fanatic 13, thanks for your request. Raven Apotheosis, does it pass the Yoshi's Island test? What is the Yoshi's Island test for like Super Nintendo? No.
Let's see.
Like Yoshi's Island on like B SNES or something? My memory is tingling there.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, which test? I'm not sure about it.
I think it's under Super Mario World 2. I never really got into that game.
Oh, I love Yoshi's Island. It's been
my
battery testing game for like low-end emulation for almost 3 years now. It's funny how like being consistent with that actually has like paid off, because people will go back and like clip parts of my videos and compare like battery life and stuff. I'm like, cool.
Great, thanks.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, that's awesome. Okay, there you go. So I got Yoshi's Island. I got Yoshi's Woolly World actually on 3DS running right now.
Well,
so I got a different type of Yoshi's Island going.
Maybe that's what he meant.
So this game will definitely have the whole shader compilation and all that stuff initially, but no, that's pretty good actually so far. Well, maybe.
And we're not going to pull up Little Nightmares, but that shouldn't be an issue. Although the Android, if you're talking about the Android version, won't you need to turn the handheld vertically?
So there's two. I think it got a port of the regular Little Nightmares, and then there's like a mobile version as well, which you're correct.
And it might work with one of the Winlators too.
Yeah, it's the cool thing is like we have so many options nowadays, like with just different things that we can do. So
all right, everybody.
Sorry.
No. So I was going to say our producer let us know we are running long in the tooth here, and we want to get this stream not to be too long for all the people watching back, and so we're gonna end the game requests. But did we miss any systems? I know we didn't do PSP. I really wouldn't do too much PSP in here, but I was playing some, and PSP you can push pretty hard.
PSP will
chipset.
Do very well on here. Yeah,
not worried about that one.
No. And the PSP emulator is so optimized. I mean, like really, that thing can run on almost anything at this point.
I do have one more game. This is one that I've been trying to get for a while that I've been really excited to show everybody. You might remember it.
Oh no!
Of course, he couldn't resist.
It's Aardvark. There he goes.
You can't go that way, Stubbs.
Where's my egg? Where are my eggs at? All my eggs in the house? Get my long ass nose out of here. Get this egg. Triple nose. Let's go.
This should not be a staple.
So just to kind of like talk about PSP on here, even though it's a 16:9 handheld, the funny thing is, I mean, we can kind of almost see with 3DS, it's not quite the same, but the thing is, this screen right here, this actual size of a 16:9 image is the same size as the original PSP, which kind of blew my mind because I like, you don't think it when you look at it, and then I actually grabbed my PSP and I'm like, wow, okay, it is, and that's kind of wild. So yeah, no, a lot of people I think do enjoy playing like the 16:9 stuff on here just because it is a fairly large screen, so it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it looks good for that. I'm just going to show everyone's comments who we couldn't get to there. Chicken McNugget, yeah, Digimon, that'd be cool. 3DS. Dead Gecko, T820 run Dragon Quest on PS2 without being unbearable. I have a 406H, didn't know if it would be worth the time. So if it's not running well for you on your 406H, don't expect any miracles here. You're talking about the same CPU, many attributes the same. So yeah, if you're not able to run it there, I wouldn't feel good about it here. I'm sure you can do some hacks though, and get it somewhat playable. What are you playing now? Just
Dragon Quest 8, so it's the port.
Oh, this is
to 3DS. To 3DS though.
Oh, the 3DS port. Maybe that's the way to go. Digimon, yeah. Mary Kate and Ashley.
I saw it. I think I saw it in the list of the start games. So I was like, oh, I have this.
Classic Rogue Squadron 2. Yep. Now that's one I don't do on purpose because the game itself just ran so damn poorly on the GameCube. I don't feel like it's a great test. I'm always confused. Is it the game or is it, is the handheld? It almost runs crappy on pretty much everything that I've thrown at it. Even nice handhelds were still running into issues. So that's just my take. Maybe it's incorrect to some degree. Jeffrey, Zelda Minish Cap or Metroid Fusion. Oh, GBA looks good on here, but it's not going to be as well suited as maybe playing on a 3x2 dedicated device, which we have quite a few options for that nowadays. But no performance issues with that. DuckTales, heck yeah, DuckTales. That was game of the month.
Actually, speaking of DuckTales, I tested the remastered version with Wii U, and it ran surprisingly decent. So, just another game to add to the tool belt,
We never actually did our own D-pad test. I know this is pretty redundant at this point with this chipset. But if it's your first time, or I'm sorry, not chipset, but with Anbernic's D-pads with this chipset, if it's your first time, let's take a look.
Does anyone else love the voice acting in this game? Dragon Quest
So
8.
good.
No, it's not. It's terrible.
I like it because it's terrible, though.
Yeah, I know. It's so bad. It's great.
I've never played the 3DS version, though. Just the PS1.
It's just a port, basically, of the PS2 one. Slightly optimized.
Yeah, sorry. PS2. What am I saying? Dragon Quest 7 was on PS1.
Yeah, that's the one with the Jay Leno cover.
Yeah.
Try and get to the town. The town will be a good kind of like
arcade. I guess it's under Final Burn Neo. Yeah, FB Neo. Ooh. SFA Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. SF3. Oh, yep. Yep, this goes on sale tonight in the description if you are interested. That is an affiliate link. It supports what we're doing here, no extra cost to you, but it is an affiliate link. And these were sent for review. I mean, even wonder, what are these YouTube shills saying to me right now? And we're saying, here's the handheld, here's what it does. Generally like it. Some room for improvement as always, but for the price point, man, yeah, I think it's hitting pretty nice. But if you want to pay a little bit more money, now let me get my Hadoukens in here. Oh, there's that Anbernic D-pad. See this D-pad, man.
The D-pads
the D-pad is the highlight here.
D-pad is really
good.
Every
time. All
they have nailed
long
the membrane D-pad. Like they just have nailed it.
Yeah, this is probably one of the most perfect iterations of their D-pad. I mean, the last few devices have been really, but I mean, this is dialed frickin' in on this D-pad. Ooh.
And I'm just happy they finally moved away from hopefully moved away from the Switch style sticks. They're starting to use that less, which is just a good thing to see as well.
Button mash. Look, it's even forgiving at my very weak skills at Street Fighter.
I'm absolutely terrible at Street Fighter. I'm not particularly good at fighting games.
Now, a little bit smaller screen, of course, but you're going to get a bump up with that Snapdragon 865. You could get a Retroid Pocket Mini with a beautiful OLED screen. Very nice. If you're okay with the vertical and losing the sticks, for a little less money, you could get yourself a Retroid Pocket Classic. And this has a Snapdragon G1 Gen 2? G1 Gen 3? No, G1 Gen 2.
Gen 2, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which is pretty capable in its own right. Hey, I'm starting to...
And that's impressive, because Qualcomm's naming is just insane.
Yeah, I couldn't remember it.
If you want this form factor, and you want more performance, you want to play whatever you want, minus some driver compatibility, because it's the Dimensity chipset, you could get yourself the pretty recently released the GeForce RG477M, a metal variant, basically, of this. And the D-pad, for whatever reason, is a little bit better on this than this. Why?
Do you think there's a little bit...
And the face buttons, they're a little better on here.
I feel like maybe there's a little bit better movement on the 476. What do you think?
Yeah, there's just...
It's very nuanced, I think.
It is nuanced. Like, this is totally fine, and this feels good. This bottoms out a little bit more, whereas this is a little more springy, which I guess I kind of prefer. Buttons are pretty similar. Joysticks are going to be the same, but the placement of the joysticks are pretty identical, and yet they're a little more comfortable on here. However, when it comes to shoulder buttons are definitely more comfortable on the 476H and the 477M, a little bit less so, but slimmer. You're not going to have that, so maybe more pocketable, but a little heavier.
Anbernic is kind of all over the place. You would think that the 477M would be the one that has the stacked shoulders, right? Because it has more power to play the games that would need the triggers more so. And I'm like, it's kind of just, it's interesting. I don't know.
And you could get yourself a Anbernic RG slide, same screen, same T820 chipset. Not my favorite handheld. I will say that. Not my favorite handheld because it's pretty top heavy. It's cool. Yeah, it's cool that you can hide the controls, but you still have the screen exposed. So it's kind of like a smartphone at that point. Although I do like this as a music player.
Someone in our Discord said that that's the vertical for that screen. And I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah, I mean...
Someone was like, that's a terrible vertical.
This works pretty well as like a dedicated DAP. So you can...
I could see that. Yeah,
it's high quality. It sounds good. And then you can slide out the controls when you want to do some gaming. So that's kind of the best use case I can think of for this.
That is one chunky DAP, though. I will tell you that much.
Oh, yeah. It's chunky. You're not going to lose it.
Like, compared to like a Zune, which, had an actual hard disk drive in it, it's still lighter and smaller and not as chunky.
And if you're... Okay, let's get my... Okay, hold on. More light for you all. If you are not needing to play every system and you want to play the retro stuff, I mean, so this has the H700 chipset, 40XX-H, and this will do you well for all the retro systems. You're still getting the 4x3 screen. You're getting an excellent D-pad and face buttons and sticks. Clicky
I think there's something
shoulders.
wrong with me because this one didn't resonate with me that
much. Didn't resonate with me either. No, I didn't like it. No, didn't really like it. Why?
I didn't care for it much. Yeah,
I don't know. It just got a little hot. I was a little annoyed with the hotness. And
we also had the Cube last year too, though.
And the Cube,
I prefer the Cube.
They infringe. Yeah,
I prefer the Cube with its ergonomics. Love that 720.
Very common thing for Anbernic to do.
Vertical
competing with themselves, basically.
Right, competing with themselves. Nice sticks, nice dish-style D-pad, face buttons as well. Quiet. These are actual quiet quiet shoulders. Really like the Cube. There's the Android variant, the Cube, and this is actually the Cube XX, but very similar.
So, in even when it comes to that, I actually prefer the Cube XX over the RG Cube.
Same. That's why I don't have a Cube and I have a Cube XX.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Why. Like, their cheaper device is actually the one I prefer for the Cube stuff.
And if you want to come down in price a little bit and get something a little bit less powerful, you could get yourself the Helgali Action Pi, which
I need to get my hands on one of those.
It's so good.
I can't believe I haven't gotten one yet.
Yeah, I should send you my extra one here. It's really good. The D-pad, it's clicky like a Retroid D-pad. It's like that Vita style. Face buttons feel good. Everything comes together really nicely on here with a 4x3 screen. You have the joysticks if you need them, but they're recessed. So very pocketable with a little ergo bump as well. Really enjoy this, but again, it's going to be less powerful. Still, not a horizontal, but my favorite Android clamshell, and probably one of my favorite Android devices in recent memory is the Retroid Pocket Flip 2, because look at that, it's all hidden, the screen, the buttons, put in your pocket, good to go. But overall, man, this has got to be the tip top now of the mid-range Anbernic Android handhelds. There's not a ton of competition at the price point. You could bump up again to the Mini, or you look at the Retroid Pocket 5. Because it's OLED, you're going to have the bezels on the side won't matter as much, especially if you get the black SKU. The whole thing's going to be nice. Mm-hmm. So a 4x3 game will just look whatever game at whatever resolution and
what's kind of crazy?
Res is going to look good. Yeah,
I have a 3DS running right now, but like, look at that. If you switch to my screen, you can kind of see, like, look at that. You really don't see the backlighting too much on this one. So
we didn't mention that.
The black glass front actually kind of sells that illusion,
It does, yeah.
It's obviously not OLED, so it's not pure black, but you can see a lot of times when it's a really bad backlighting, or like you have like the bleed, you'll notice it on camera, and this is not too bad.
So for people who haven't watched the Hype Stick revolution here. So these are Etsy sticks. You can get third-party sticks by the Hype. Oh man, what is his name?
The Hype Sticks.
Hype Sticks.
Yeah, right. I saw a pun in chat. I'm like, oh, let me get my Hype Sticks.
Pun live.
Puns in chat. So we love the Hype Sticks.
Oh yeah.
The RGB is going to light them up for this clear, transparent, and they're so good. And you can swap out the sticks on these. So that's something, you can pop the joysticks off, put on your own third parties.
Killing it.
Yep. I like Team Retro's new segment. Is it hype sticks? Compatible. So there you go. There you go. Yes, they are. And so if you want like a much bigger stick, like look how tiny this one is. It's literally sitting inside this one.
It's going to be so much more comfortable.
So if you want like a bigger stick cap, that's the nice thing about hype sticks.
Well, and there's the low profile ones too.
There's low profile ones. I mean, there's just lots of options. He has a whole range of them, so it's really cool.
$10, right?
Yes.
That's with shipping within the continental U.S.
Yes, that's the segment. Will it hype?
Will it hype? Yeah.
I love it.
Low profile.
Good stuff.
Just the best, the best joysticks.
Yeah, these are really nice.
You can get on whatever handhelds fit these. I will be getting these joysticks for them because whatever it is, it's better than stock
too.
Every time.
Kind of got like this nice grippy edge to it, and it's concave in the middle. It's really nice.
So he says $9.99 plus shipping. So, and was that out of the U.S. too? Like you can ship those to Europe or the U.K. or Canada, or is it just U.S.?
I wonder if I have different color hype.
$9.99 plus whatever the shipping cost might be.
I got some of the low profile ones here.
Just U.S. now.
I believe that if you want like to match it up, I think he does sell black ones. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, if you want to match it, I like the transparents.
The transparent ones are just fun. I mean, why not, right? You have all the RGB on all these devices.
All right, everybody. So we are gonna go ahead and get out of here.
Yep.
We're talking about the some alternatives you could get, but if you're interested in this one, and I mean, I hesitate to say it's an immediate recommend because this is more of a first look. This is not our full review right now, but so far it's just pulling off everything that I want it to do. I'm impressed with the streaming capabilities. I'm impressed with GameHub and Winlator stuff working. And the T820 chipset is no slouch. Like, it still has optimizing that has been done since it came out, and it's just getting better. And it's going to get more love now because I can tell this is probably going to be one of the more popular handhelds for them because, again, very premium looking, premium feeling. This all-glass top does get... I would guess smudgy, but you don't see it, especially if you get this gray model. You're not going to see the smudges.
Yeah,
it really will take a lot to see the smudges. I guess on the black or the
I'm trying to show it on screen a little bit.
It's tough. I've yet to see my smudges on this one.
It's not terrible though. I mean, I'm trying to get it at the angle. Yeah, you can see some of my swiping and whatnot, but that's normal for a touch screen.
I don't love having the glass fronts, but it does add a little bit.
But they did it in a smart way because, like, you see how there's plastic that surrounds here on the face buttons and on the D-pad, so it actually doesn't get as smudgy as one might think. So it's kind of interesting. But I'm trying to angle it there. So there you go. I mean, it's really not that bad. Like, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, and if you're skipping to the end here, realize this is kind of our summary now. But overall, this is a recommend for me so far. I haven't found any gotchas. I haven't found anything that's just janky or terrible or like, oh my God. There's a couple minor things like, do you want the bezel around this little kind of minor black bezel? It's so small. Does that bother you? If some models have the SD card sticking out on the retail models, not just the pre-production units reviewers are getting, well, that might be an issue that you want to address that might hold you back. That could be a deal breaker. I don't know. Knowing you can swap the sticks out, though, these are small sticks. I don't love the stock sticks, but the movement's nice, and you're not getting any joystick grind as you move around. Very smooth movement around the sides. D-pad is top tier. This is a top tier D-pad. Very nice face buttons. Unfortunately, I don't love having clicky L1 and R1 for those shoulders because that's the one thing that is loud on this device. Everything else is pretty quiet. Even the start and select isn't too bad. I don't love the analog shoulders here because they're pretty stiff. Like I wish it was a little bit looser. It's not very enjoyable. It's just a little bit too stiff. They're how they're dialed in right here, as well as there's no way to grab them. Like it's kind of this smooth texture. And these are minor nitpicks from me though. Like that, none of that's really a deal breaker, but yeah, there can be improvements there. The fan is nice and strong. The speakers are really surprisingly nice for how big the shell is. I really like the speakers, the screen quality, the way the software is put together. It's the same as their last few, the slide and whatnot. But it just works. Like, it just works with what I needed to do. And I'm sure you're going to see some love from the Gamma Squeeze, maybe a version of Gamma OS on here. I love that you can listen to the radio. You can use it to play music. It has a 3.5 headphone out, which is fun. You can use a launcher with it to make it even more customized. Something like Console Launcher really is nice. This, you just feed it your game library, your top level directory, and it crawls through your games and your ROMs and automatically sets it all up for you. It'll suggest what emulator you might want to use. You can customize whatever you need in there. And it's loading 34 different game systems right now that I have on here, combined as well with my Android games. So Kyle, different Kyle, who's the dev for this, Kyle Eichner, I think his name was. Yeah, he's out in Hawaii there, and he is an awesome dev who's put a lot of work, a lot of love in this. This is the newest version 2 beta. Yeah, Kyle Eichner right there. So check out Console Launcher. It's on the Google Play Store, and the latest, greatest versions are going to be on the GitHub if you support the man. So good. Yeah, Kyle Ruggles. Different Kyle, I suppose. There's also
a different Kyle.
There's also Anbernic's tried and true RG launcher, so you can toggle that up there, and there's a button here dedicated to going to it, so you can press that, and you can load in all your ROMs here. This one is, I don't love it. You know, sometimes it's nice. They'll send these review units with SD cards that have ROMs, and then they're pre-configured with their launcher, so it's nice for a convenience factor. But when I go to settle in with the handheld and go make it my own, I never use this launcher. It's decent, but it's not the best. So I do tend to use something like Console Launcher, Reset Collection, or Daigisho. There are many to name here. We saw emulation performance work pretty well, Android gaming performance, streaming, all that good stuff. We have Anbernic AI in here if you wanted to use it, but don't. It's fine. It's in there. It's in there.
It's everywhere now.
No dead zones on the sticks. We never looked at that, but yeah, these sticks are solid, very solid.
I know. I'm so happy they just finally moved on from the awful Switch sticks that they had.
And battery life on this has been good. I let it drain for 2 nights overnight. We drained, I don't know, like 2 or 3%. It was really good performance for standby on this.
So I haven't turned my display off at all, and I've been hopping in and out between different stuff, and I'm at 74%.
Yeah, where am I at?
So 2 hours in, that's pretty good. That's not bad at all. I was doing a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, like, I'm literally just leaving it here running the game, and so it's been on screen basically 2 hours.
For 2 hours. Yeah, I think I was on 85%. I didn't take an exact measurement on that, unfortunately, during the stream.
Mine was pretty much fully charged. It was like 90-something%, and I'm pretty sure of it. So
yours is a better gauge then, but yeah, battery life on this pretty solid. And let's see, anything else we didn't cover we can summarize here. What's up, Andrew?
No, I was just saying, nope, there's nothing else. I don't think.
Trying to be thorough there. Ergonomics, comparisons, weight.
That purple is really nice.
Looks so good.
Honestly, I like all 3 colors. I think these are really solid colors all around.
Good choices all around, yeah. No HDMI out yet, so no video out over USB-C. So more to come on that.
Did you test it with like your own monitor that's not the Retro display by any chance?
We can. I don't know how much more time we want to use up here, but I do have it right here.
You're good. Because I mean, I'm assuming it's a feature because they show it with the secondary display in their own video. Okay, so hopefully it's just the Retroid screen.
Let's see. I need to get a smaller monitor. This is a KYY monitor. About 150.
The good old KY monitor.
Amazon. Yeah. It would pop on real
okay,
quick.
So there must be some kind of firmware update coming along the way. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Might have to reach out to the rep and see.
Yeah. Heat and temps were good though. T820 doesn't get crazy hot anyways, but The leaving the fan in auto mode works well. All right, everybody. Well, if you are interested in this again, yes, available description on their website. Goes live 3 a.m. Although on AliExpress, we see it go live maybe an hour or two before that even, oftentimes. So if you want to get it tonight, yep, I'm sure you can get it maybe around midnight Pacific, 1 a.m. Pacific. I wouldn't stay up for it, though.
No, there's no need to do that, yeah.
Yep. 6 hours more to go, it says. Oh, all right, yeah. Yeah, what a stream, guys. Wow, what a marathon. Almost 2 hours here. I was like, we should do an hour stream, but there's no way. An Android mid-range flagship handheld from one of the main 3 companies, main 4. No, we're gonna do 2 hours.
Yeah, there's just too much to cover, honestly. I mean,
It's
it
too
can
much.
do so much, it can cover so much. So I'm not surprised that we spent 2 hours on this, honestly.
Yeah.
And there's probably still more things that we could talk about. So yeah.
Let us know your thoughts below, everybody. Let us know in live chat, in the comments. Is this one that you're interested in? Is there a better option? We'd love to hear it. Are there other comparisons? Another good one I would say still is the Retroid Pocket 2S, but you can't get this as easily. It's not really for sale, so it's not fair to really bring this one into the fold right now for comparisons. So anyways, those are some options for you. I was thinking about talking about that. Yeah, so Andrew's showing off the Ioneo Pocket Micro.
Yeah, not the classic.
Which has the Helio G99 in it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, solid. I really like that one. That was one I really liked, but the screen's so small. The text is
that's
so
my
tiny.
biggest. This is like perfect Ioneo for me, except for the screen being just.
Except for the screen, I know.
Small.
I love the feel of it, though.
I was going to say, if anyone's interested in it, don't forget about the Antec version, which
I was going to say that too. It's going to be
pretty
cheaper.
inexpensive. Yeah, it's much cheaper than the Ioneo version, which is kind of funny.
Well, yeah, and the Ioneo version is on sale now. The 8 gig version, it's like $199.
The an S Money here, not S Money, Money here. Pocket S Mini is something else to consider, and the Pocket Air Mini
and also,
here from Ioneo.
even the Pocket Mini, yes, I know.
Yeah.
Oh man, this space just keeps. I mean, it's just kind of amazing, like how much good stuff we got.
So good,
and even like the under $100 segment, like what Ioneo's got coming out with an under $100 handheld. What is happening here?
I want to talk about the Ming Mi Air X more, but I don't want to compare it because you can't buy it yet, and that's not fair.
I know.
That's not fair.
That's driving me crazy.
But this is one of my
crazy.
When you can buy it, absolutely one of my favorite sub $100 Android devices all day long. Oof.
Love it. I see. Like I'm like either all in on the high end of stuff, or I love the budget stuff.
Give me that
the budget stuff.
Budget.
Budget Android all day, every day.
Budget me, Andrew.
So the Core Micro, I'm not going to respond to that. The Core Micro from over at Antec, which is just a rebrand of the Pocket Micro, is $129.
Yes, and I believe there's a coupon too that drops it a little bit more.
There is, but I don't know what it is off the top of my head.
That's satisfying. Yeah. All right, everybody, we want to thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share for all of your favorite retro handhelds. And a special thanks once again to our channel members, our patrons, and our subscribers for making everything here possible for us. Perks with RH start for as little as $3 per month. Check it out. Check it out in the description. Check it out at your mom's house. I don't know where she lives. And go ahead and join us in the Discord to chat and play some video games. We got Game of the Week going on right now. Get yourself some points from playing Alien Hominid this week. Go ahead and play our Games of the Month that are in there. Vote for the next because it's almost the end of September. And until the next time, until we see you again, this has been Stubbs on behalf of Rob, Andrew, and producer Sony saying, take care of those handhelds, everybody. And take care of each other, too. Goodbye.
Bye.
Everyone, bye.